All right, Tottenham, we got to talk. Okay, let's have a big conversation now, yeah, because you lot are taking the piss. You lot are taking the mick. Look, I can't lie and tell you guys, or not tell you guys, that me as a Chelsea fan right now, me and my little friend are enjoying every single moment of this, yeah? We are loving this, aren't we? Yeah? Yes. Well, we got to have a conversation. The conversation that needs to be had is, guys, what is it you lot actually need to do to just do things normally? Like, to just be normal. I'm not expecting you to go out and pummel Atletico Madrid or even, like, win every game or even win half your games. But just at least be somewhat normal. You know, I know we like to say Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. I didn't think you would actually go and do it. What is it now? 7 losses in a row or something? It's ridiculous. Now, there's 2 things that we've got to discuss here, or that I feel like need the attention tonight. Firstly is, can I actually address their goalkeeper, right? Kinsky, who started for Tottenham tonight, ahead of Vicario. I don't know why. Some Tottenham fans are going to tell you Vicario is a really bad goalkeeper. No, I genuinely don't think he is. I think Tottenham have some good players there that are just in a situation where they don't care anymore. It's as simple as that. They can see no light at the end of the tunnel and they've downed tools fully. Not at a manager, at their club. I genuinely think, like, you can't tell me, for example, Romero is a bad defender. Van de Ven is a bad defender. Kolo Muani, who's playing up top for them, is not a bad is a bad attacker. Even I'm going to say some names here and you guys are probably going to go left, but even Gallagher coming off the bench, right? He's not a disaster footballer. These players are all playing like they don't know how to play or they've just learned how to play football yesterday, right? It doesn't add up. Tottenham as a team are a joke. As individuals, there's enough quality there to do a lot better than what they're doing right now. But I truly believe these players have downed it. Vicario is one of them. Vicario, we've seen deliver some really top saves in the season. We've seen what he can do on his good day. And today, he didn't start. But I don't know why. Instead, they put Kinsky in goal. Now, I'm going to be in the defense of Kinsky here, right? I have to... look, I feel bad for the geezer. I really do. Because it just went from bad to worse to catastrophic to suicidal for him. Not just bad to worse. Imagine more than that. The first goal that he concedes, he genuinely slipped. Like, you can see, he genuinely slipped. He got the ball, he touched it, he wanted to go long, and when he went for it, he slipped. You can see his left foot go in the grass, and he's gone. It leads to the goal. That can happen, right? The second goal was just defending at its worst. How not to defend 101 was on display for the second goal there. And that's got nothing to do with the goalkeeper whatsoever. In fact, it had everything to do with every single man in that back line. Yeah? Starting off from, if I'm not mistaken, from Spence to Van de Ven to Sarr and then to Konsa, who tried to chase it at the very end. And to be fair, it wasn't really his fault. But the whole back line, absolute disaster show. What do you want the keeper to do there? Nothing. Now, the third goal, yes, the third is on him. But so much damage had been done that for you to concede a third goal in that moment meant that Tottenham are technically out of the tie. That's kind of like the killer blow. Right? That's the straw that broke the camel's back. That's the one that has just deflated the whole fixture. And that is why I think it's going to have a lot of significance. But yeah, he made that one mistake. Ball comes across and he goes with his left foot and he's not even left-footed. He's right-footed. This is the one thing. If it's coming across you and you're right-footed, cool. If it's coming across you from the other side and you're right-footed but you got to hit with your left, mate, just let it come across and whack it with your right. You're eliminating risk. I don't know what he tried to do with his left foot there. Considering when you actually go back and you look, there wasn't really anyone nearing except for possibly a player that was over at right back, which I think he was trying to get the ball over to, but he could have let it go across and then pass it with his right. And he would have made it. You're just playing safe. I think his head was gone. And he absolutely bottled it in crazy fashion. And this is where we get to my head in hands, and I'm like, oh my God, Tottenham are a joke. Like, you guys are actually a joke, complete joke. Igor Tudor takes him off after that. Talk about public humiliation. You know, we talk about humiliation rituals and what some people put themselves through, right, to get up ladders and whatnot. Well, flipping out, that was how to get down a ladder. I feel for Kinsky tonight because his career could technically be done. You know, people talk about Karius. Where's Karius now? The thing with Karius is that we actually got a good amount of Karius before he made that blunder that one night, if you remember, a couple of blunders, to the point where we were like, oh my God, you've absolutely blown this. But at least he had a portfolio where we know what Karius can do on a good day. Brother, we haven't heard of this geezer. Who the hell is Kinsky? Who the hell is he? Kinsky plays this one game. I don't know why he was selected. Blows it. And then after 20-odd minutes or whatnot, after the third goal, he gets hooked. Not even stinker and hooked. Suicidal and hooked. Goes straight down the tunnel. Tell me, what career has this guy got ahead of him at the top level? It's not. This is why I feel bad for the guy. He's probably in the dressing room right now, bawling his eyes out, and he's probably still not stopped, and the game ended 20 minutes ago. He's probably in ruins. But I have to also say, you don't make those mistakes at that level. You just don't. You don't. So it's a ruthless game, but I have to turn to Igor Tudor. Listen, brother, I appreciate that you just walked in to a hellhole, right? And I don't think people had much expectation from Igor Tudor to come in and actually turn it around. It was never, this is beyond turning. This club is beyond saving. No one can save it. But my goodness, you could at least get this team, even if it's dead, but at least get them playing somewhat respectable. You know, say, for example, if they went today and they lost 1-0, it's at least respectable. You know, say they're playing in the Premier League and they get a dirty 0-0 draw and it's the most boring game in the world and nothing happened. At least, right, he could say, I'm trying to steer the ship. All right, fair enough. You know, you're not here for long. You might as well try and make it a good time rather than a long time. He's made them worse. Tottenham are crap as it is. The whole football club is a joke. Everything is in tatters and ruins, and he has somehow dug them deeper. Like, with one shovel, he has somehow managed to dig an entire institution even lower into the ground. I don't know how he's done it. It's actually more impressive. Tudor has not helped things one bit. You know, normally you can see when someone comes in, even as an interim, but he gets a sort of spice out of the players, or he manages to make one little tweak and it actually helps in a little way. Or, you know, you end up seeing less bad results. Yeah? You're still getting bad results, but not as much. He's kind of steered things a little bit. You know, at Chelsea, we used to talk about how Gus Hiddink used to come in and just kind of steer things a little bit. You know, he's the guy. Yeah, bring him in, just tell him to just steer it a little bit. But then again, we had a top team. It was just crazy managers sometimes. But with these lot, now, again, like I said, I didn't have any expectation for Tudor. I had none. For me, I'm like, what the hell are these guys doing? These guys don't know what they're doing. This is an absolute joke appointment. What do you mean getting Tudor as an interim? What do you expect from this guy, right? So he shouldn't have come in the first place. But the fact that he is here and we're actually seeing Tottenham worse. Tottenham are worse. They are worse than worse. Tottenham were crap, and now they're crapper. That's not even a word. But for Tottenham, we got to make new vocabulary because that's Tottenham. I don't understand. I can't believe I'm sitting here right now. I cannot believe what I'm about to say. Because it doesn't make any sense, but this is Tottenham we're talking about. So for them, this somehow might make sense. You have to sack Tudor. You have to. I'd rather let Bob the bin man run Tottenham at this point. You know, I swear, what you could do is you could actually pluck out any geezer off the street, right? And he would probably be able to get something out of this Tottenham team, even if it's just a bit. Just a bit. You know? Give me something. Just one little dot. Something. Because Tudor's getting nothing. But it's not on him. Tudor's not to blame in all this. Tottenham have bigger problems that they've had for years. And this is the culmination of it. This is the climax of it. This is the main event. You know, this is the end of the show. And after this, Tottenham go down. After the whole event is done, and after the show is finished and the curtain closes, Tottenham are relegated. That's what we're heading to. But you have to sack Tudor. Like, you have to. The one thing you can't... We can talk about owners and whatnot. Mate, owners should have been changed yesterday. Clubs should have been sold, not today, yesterday, right? Long time ago. But that's not something that can affect the team today, right now, right now, to change the fortunes right now. You have to find something, one way or another, in this football team. Tudor has somehow made things worse. I swear, I'd go down the local pub in Tottenham. I don't know what pubs there are, but go anywhere near Seven Sisters and go into the local boozer and pick someone out of there, any geezer, anyone, and be like, listen, I'm going to give it to you to the end of the season. He'd probably get something out of these lads. Just a bit. You know, and like I said, we might find a dodgy draw instead of a loss. We might find a 1-0 loss rather than a 5-2 loss. We might find, do you know what I mean? It's just loss. And it's not even loss. It's embarrassment. You guys have turned into the ultimate banter club. I've never seen it in my lifetime like this with anybody. This is absolute farce of what's going on at Tottenham right now. And like I said, we're enjoying this on the outside. As rival fans or as fans on the outside of other clubs, especially if you support Chelsea or Arsenal, we are enjoying every moment of this. But on here, as a quote-unquote neutral, surely Tudor goes tonight. Surely. Even though he's not to blame in all this, but you got to do something, bruv. If not, what's left? What is genuinely left? Unbelievable. And what I want to say to Kinsky, the goalkeeper, keep your chin up, mate. I mean... I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to him. I really don't. Just keep your chin up and good luck. It's as simple as that. But Tottenham are going to need more than luck right now. It's actually a joke. It's actually an absolute shambles. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think needs to happen at Tottenham now? Because this has gone far. This has gone really far. Really, really far. It's beyond saving. Legitimately. So let me know what you would do. Subscribe, notification bell on, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care and peace.